Hey guys, and we're back. God is on this community arse. He on they arse. Real bad. Real bad. Civil servant, guardian of public good, public official, administrative duty, public administration. God is working through a civil servant, or he on this civil servant ass too, because of what they all had a passion for, what they was all celebrating doing, what they was waiting for. Security! He been watching these people, and now they need somebody to rescue them. Or he been watching and he see me as brave. He see these people tried to sacrifice me. These people started a fire. They done resurrected something. Oh, this infection, the undead, the apocalypse. They done risen up some elders. Ooh-wee. They done woke up my ancestors. Ooh-wee, because they was trying to fuck with my health. They was just beautifying something, trying to beautify something. Okay, let's see. Let's get into it. Something in the past they did. They trying to clean something up from something they did in the past. What's going on, Holy Spirit? What we talking about? Somebody didn't want me to discover my magic. They wasn't able to enchant me. They didn't know that I was a fairy. She was a fairy. Yep, yep, yep. Somebody, they didn't know my duty, my dedication, my willingness. That's where it came from. Oh, they didn't want, that's why they didn't want me to discover my power. Because they didn't want me to know what my duty was. They didn't want me to know what I was supposed to be dedicated to. Something was abstracto. Whatever they was forming. A chameleon. Somebody was camouflaged and shape-shifting. Something is epic. Something is a legend. A gold digger was forging and tampering and trying to shape something for a saint. Somebody feel like it's a miracle. They wanted my virtue, my holiness. They wanted my magic. They wanted, that's why they wanted to oppress me. That's why they wanted to control me. This tyrant. They was allured by my magic. They didn't want me to have it because this tyrant wanted to steal it from me. He figured he can use it better than I was using it. The air. He was allured by my lineage, by my success, because of who I'm a descendant of. Because of who support me, because of who I work for. This person was just telling a tale about being privileged and how he was the friend of the mother, of the nurturer, of the, he was a friend of somebody who was the source of life. He was a friend of somebody who was an alien, that something was unknown, that I was cosmic. They was trying to, it was unknown how I gained this proficiency, how I became this proficient. How I be cooking shit up. It's because my loyalty, because of my honor, because of my integrity. That's why I have this unseen foresight. That's why I have this cosmic connection. And these people was outside with their gang trying to be violent, and my daddy had to come down and grab my hand. Something about some patriarchs wanted to be somebody ally, somebody mutual aid. A vampire was bloodthirsty. They cursed themselves, trying to get this inheritance, trying to get this authority. This person took a risk. They had addictions to this fortune. They took a gamble trying to shape and tamper my pathway. Like I said, my pathway. Trying to get a miracle for them. Fucking with my peace. They thought they was going to tamper with my peace, with my serenity. That's what they was tampering with. That's why this person is in danger. For tampering with my peace. Fucking with the afterlife. Somebody went through a transformation and got I did. I'm one with the afterlife. That's a part of my sacred mission. Maybe I'm a cowboy. I'm cracking the fuck up. Somebody got their riding boots and they lasso and they revolver. They on the front line. Somebody getting lassoed by the aliens. Ooh, somebody getting took up top for what they was whipping up. for what they was constructing and designing. When it comes to a reader, they in trouble for what they was constructing, trying to get some type of knowledge. Somebody got knowledge that somebody was crafting, some type of communication, and reporting it. Something is ancient. Oh, my wisdom. My source. I'm the source of life. And somebody want to be my friend. They want to be the friend. They did all of this because they wanted to be seen as my friend. This person don't own me, though. That's why they going through a storm right now, because they tried to have dictatorship and domination over me. This person tried to oppress me so that they can steal my magic. They didn't want me to be in alignment and have energy flow because they were trying to steal my shit. Now this person can't balance something out because they going through a return back to sender. They going through a backfire because I ended up breaking the curse that they tried to put on me. So we got fairy in the reverse, enchantment in the reverse, spirit, magic, glitter in the reverse. A thief. They tried to thief my magic, my glitter. They was stealing property, robbing from me my energy, time, and money. They tried to steal my magic, and it was a no. You don't want peace, prepare for war. They tried to put me in a war because I chose peace. They wasn't expecting for me to cut through the confusion. They thought they had dead the shit. They thought they had taken me out. They wasn't expecting for the evil to be warded off. They thought I was going to struggle with my ego and my heart. But instead I decided to go on a journey. That's why it's tea time for me, because I am calm and in harmony. This person is just swore up and down that they was going to be me. It's diabolical. This is epic. Something is a legend, or they feel like I am. Or what this person did is epic. This thief did all of this to the right, wrong one, baby. Period. I'm the legend. I was around during this dragon time. I got the magic of the nymphs. I'm a magical motherfucker. I was a magical motherfucker, bitch. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Playing games. Look, I'm cracking the fuck up. I didn't even see this card. This person was playing games with me. Mind games, lies, attempts to disempower, manipulate, intimidate, knowing how to outwit, influence, control. This person is a narcissist. They tried to oppress me. They wanted to control me. This tyrant, this autocrat. They wanted me afflicted by decisions and suffering, or by their decision to play with me. They wanted me to be afflicted. But I ended up eliminating that evil. That's what my magic of my nymphs, my dragon people, that's what they eliminated for me, the evil that this person was trying to put on me. Now it's time for God help anyone who disrespects the queen. They wasn't expecting for me to take a step back, for me to withdraw and evaluate and reflect and gain a new perspective. They wasn't expecting for me to pause. That's a message of concern that I did. That's how they know that I'm divine. Or that's, if you didn't know, now you know. Now this tyrant is afflicted, suffering, because there was a lord by me being a mermaid. By a tail, the mermaid is tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. That's why I get this sudden wealth. That's why it's mine. That's why it was left to me, because of who I am. There's no honor amongst thieves. These people, something was a scandal. They are fraud. They can't be trusted. These people was corrupt. They're criminals. They rob people, extort people. This was a foolish plan. They planted seeds and now they reaping what they sowing. I put in the work. That's why I'm growing, because I nurtured my soul. And this person don't own me. I detached and ended up escaping, and now I'm free. This masculine, whoever this is, he ain't getting no good news. He wasn't expecting for me to. He wasn't expecting for me to enlighten my third eye and escape. Now he wish he never did that candle magic, because he didn't expect for it to have the opposite effect. It made me take flight. And now his ass is getting exposed. Cowboy, revolver, riding boots, and lasso. Somebody can't ward off ego. Ego. Ooh-wee. Ego. They can't ward off this evil because they was in their ego. They chose their ego over their heart. That's why this person is sick. And their prayers are useless. It's divine intervention. What they did is unforgivable. It's an abomination. All that black magic is returning back because my resilience is my superpower. I'm still thriving. I'm still surviving. I adapt to harsh conditions. I'm built for survival. That's why that's because of, remember I said the other day, I'm going to keep saying it too. God is making, he made sure that I was equipped with what I needed because of who I am and the path that he knew that I was going to have to take. This inheritance. I just have to cleanse myself. That's it. Reflect, go into my shadow, and expose what's hidden to me, the secrets. And I always win. Alien, extraterrestrial, otherworldly, unknown, cosmic. They can't believe it. Only thing she got to do, water, just water. Only thing she needs to do. I'm cracking the fuck up. This aliens is bringing about these storms. My ancestors is bringing about these storms to these thieves. Because I ended up cutting through the confusion because I used my discernment. I used my intuition. That's how I get clarity. And this is clarity to somebody else that this is the truth. I got the spiritual gift, the wisdom, the foresight, the intellect to come up with these new ideas. It's because I'm focused. I cut through the bullshit. These people just didn't want me at peace. So they started a war with me. They didn't want what I wanted to want me. They wanted me to be mad, upset, hostile, bitter, angry, resentful. So that I wouldn't know that all these people was fake around me and how they didn't want me to start a new journey, how they didn't want me to follow my heart, how they didn't want me to take action, how they didn't want me to explore and step into the unknown. They wanted me to be hoping and wishing and praying and thinking about shit that didn't matter. And that didn't work out. I know all these people is fake. I know they phony. I know they was all hiding. They didn't want me to have a safe space, and all these people burnt their bridge. They was just mocking me because they was scared of me. They was scared of my power and what I could do with it. They didn't want me to ascend to my highest level of existence. And I don't care. I put up boundaries to all these people and emotionally detached. I lack empathy for these people. I am uninterested yet unbiased. They can't hide what I already know. Exactly. I know what you did, and that's why you're over there. The fuck? They didn't want my manifestations to be within reach. They didn't want my dreams to be my reality. Well, now you guys are being exposed all around the world. I don't care how much trying to fuck with my numbers and fuck with my page and report me and do all that dumb shit. I'm still going to be doing the same shit. And you will be reaping what you sow on the outside looking in. You ain't getting out something out the court case. You wasn't able to bring me no legal issues. You just didn't want me to activate my soul so that you could receive a gift. Well, baby, you went the wrong way with these karmic bonds. These unstable relationships, you wanted me to go the wrong way. So you put me, purposely hired people to be in relationships with me. Because you didn't want me to be, my heart to be light as a feather. I can't fix somebody that was doing love spells to throw me out of alignment. I looked to my ancestors, and this person didn't. That's why they not protecting them. That's why they can't shift the energy, because they was fucking with these moons doing this magic, doing this spell work. All right, so let's make this quick. Somebody was doing divination. This person is fake. They was doing divination over a relationship for somebody to see me as fake. What's this fairy in the reverse, magic in the reverse? Somebody is in guilt, remorse, and regret. They wish they didn't invest. They didn't know that I was magical. They didn't know that I had made it to my North Node. They didn't know that I was high vibing before they decided that they was going to steal from me. A lust monkey. That's what they was lusting after, being able to steal my magic. But they wasn't able to abuse me. And now they're concerned. Something is epic. The fact that I'm a legend. Somebody is not, and they wasn't genuine and authentic to me. I'm cracking the fuck up. People clowning them, talking about, bro, how could you not? What was you thinking? She got the magic of the nails. What was you thinking? They wasn't expecting for me to be magical. Heavy on that they didn't know I was magical. Heavy on that they didn't know. Then they clowning them, talking about, how didn't you see this? The chaos magic is returning back. The evil eye is returning back. This person is afflicted. This tyrant. He tried to oppress me, but he couldn't put his karma on me. That's who we talking about? The old dirty bastard. Affliction. Now they all fighting with her. What's the conflict? They fighting because, child, because everybody see it. What's the allure? He was allured by this mature woman. Who the mature woman? Trusted. Somebody was allured by an empress. They trusted what they trusted about this mature woman. That my manifestations, or how I manifest, that somebody was manifesting high honor. Somebody was just trying to manifest. So that's why they didn't want me to rise. What's this sudden wealth here? Somebody went after this sudden wealth and lost their protection. This guy here. Because he didn't love himself. You should have loved yourself. This tyrant that tried to oppress me. He thought I was backwards. Remember, he thought I was karmic. There's no honor amongst thieves. Somebody is not innocent. They are fraud. If something was a scandal, they're criminals. This was foolish to plan this. He only planned it because he didn't know that I was a star seed. That's a message of concern that his best booty bumping friend lied to him in order to get him to take a job. He finding out about our soul contract and how he lost it. I'm cracking the fuck up. Riding boots lasso because I'm not sick. Oh, I'm finna lasso that ass up because I was never sick. A backwards ass ice queen is the one who got you sick. She a victim. Sorrow, grief, and sadness because she's sick too now. Who this ice queen in the reverse? She's struggling. Or he said this about me. Who this ice queen in the reverse? And now, yeah, he was just trying to block my access, or he was saying that because I blocked him. So now, yeah, nigga, you know what time it is. Now I'm coming to get that ass. The fuck? Chaos magic returning back. This person wasn't expecting for me to ward off evil. His ass. Yes, the old dirty bastard. He thought it was going to be some type of power struggle. Commitment. What's the commitment? Or he was in a power struggle. He married somebody for something in the courthouse. What's the courthouse? He was infatuated with getting something out the courthouse. So he married whoever this person is. He's not innocent. Wasn't able to control something. Something is out of control. What's the commitment? Something is true. He said we was married. What's the courthouse? He sold his soul to the devil. He under judgment. He said we was married, and that was false. This Ice King, he said that I was married to him and that I was into the same stuff as him. Remember, he was trying to flip me in reverse. He was saying that I reflected the things about him whole time. That wasn't me. That was false. He was just infatuated with me. Doing voodoo. Or he was infatuated with this mature woman because she did voodoo on him. Yep, divination. Let's see, what's this? Lasso, riding boots. Abundance. I'm not heartbroken. I still get my part of the abundance pack. You ain't take shit, nigga. Still got my shit. Exactly what I just said. You wasn't able to bring me endings. That's why your ass is getting lassoed the fuck up. They got they riding boots. My aliens, my angels. They got they revolvers. They got they lassos. You in a storm. The aliens got my back. Extraterrestrial, otherworldly, unknown, cosmic. That's why these people wish they didn't invest. It was a bad investment. This not so nice guy. He didn't know that I was a beta. He wouldn't have never invested if he would have knew that all this unknown shit would be happening to him and that he would be exposed. He wasn't expecting to be exposed and be going through a storm. Nobody believing his lies no more. He going through a storm for being jealous and envious. Everybody that was jealous and envious is going through a storm right now and they can't cover up. They all going through karma. Ain't nobody getting a new beginning. I never had a kid with somebody, a soulmate, or I'm not their kid. What's the child in the reverse? Or they didn't want me to have a kid with this person. Somebody was jealous and envious, so they didn't want me to have a new beginning. Here, this Cancer. What's up with this Cancer? Not sick. This Cancer knew I wasn't sick and she was jealous and envious, so she went around lying on me to people who admired me. And now she going through destruction because of what she did. For being jealous and envious of me. So that, like I said, so you went around talking shit about me. And now people that you talk shit about are finding out that I'm actually an angel, a spirit guide. And that people paid you to talk shit on me. And that's RICO charge. Now you got legal issues because of what you was bribed to do. You took money. I think that came out before. Chaos magic returning back. What's the occupation? Somebody is going to be shocked too. Somebody is shocked and surprised that you took money to talk shit about me. Legal. Heavy on the you got legal issues because of what you did, who you did business with, what your job was, and what the work you was doing. The work you was doing was going around talking shit about me. This Cancer. Somebody is confused. What's the confusion? Oh, they confused to find out that everything she was saying was a lie, and that she was really in the background doing death magic, and it's returning back. That's the destruction that these people was going through. She just didn't want me to get a love offer once again, like I just said. And now nobody believe in her lies no more. She worked with these people because she didn't want me to have genuine and authentic love, because she didn't have it. She wanted to bring endings to me being a boss, and was expecting for me to never be able to talk about it, because remember, I'm supposed to be dead. Now you're in danger right along with everybody else who was jealous and envious and went a part of this plan, thinking that y'all was going to level up and gain some money. Communication in the reverse. They wasn't never expecting for me to be able to talk and say that I wasn't the one who got all these people sick. Communication in the reverse. Something is out of control. They wasn't able to manipulate or control me. I ended up moving on from all these people. That's why I'm still achieving my goals. That's why I'm the only one achieving goals. Somebody was being a lust monkey, or they said that I was. And when somebody wasn't able to corrupt me or bribe me, they wish they didn't work with these people. They wish they never was bribed to say that I was a lust monkey. Now everybody knows that this person lied, because I'm really a divine feminine. It was just energy work. That's the spell work, the gossip, the lies. They was just lying on me for money that they ain't getting. Working with this guy here. I don't have no entity attachment from this priest in the reverse, this Ice King in the reverse. This all my life I had to fight head ass. I don't got no entity attachment. I'm actually a divine feminine. I'm not a lust monkey. I don't do voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo, and people mad. Somebody mad. Period. They mad at this family for lying on me. They confused why these people lied on me like this. Why did you believe it? Period. Why did you believe that? Is a better question. That's how you heal. It don't really matter what somebody else did or why they did it. Why did you do what you did? Most importantly, it really don't matter about nobody else, only you. That's the only thing that really matters. So, I mean, granted, do what you see fit to do to these people for lying to you. But don't forget to do the shadow work and figure out how you even got tangled up in this situation and thought that this was a good idea to go along with this. Like, what made you think that this was a good idea to the point where you didn't even do no research to make sure that you was going to be able to stand firm on knowing what you were going to be able to steal? I mean, whose fault is it really? But I mean, hey, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.